Good morning. Today is Wednesday, October 16th. I'm Corva Coleman from NPR News, and here are today's top stories. Vice President Harris returns to Pennsylvania today to campaign. She was in Detroit yesterday for an interview with popular radio host Charlamagne the God. It's part of her continued outreach to black male voters. Harris criticized her rival, former President Donald Trump, over an allegation that he sent scarce COVID tests to Russian President Vladimir Putin during the pandemic.
Donald Trump, during that time, secretly sent COVID tests to the president of Russia, who, by the way, do not forget, in the 2016 election, because I was a member of the Senate Intelligence Committee when we investigated it, targeted black voters in 2016 with mis and disinformation to discourage black people from voting in that election.
Harris will be interviewed tonight on Fox News. Trump gave an interview yesterday to Fox that will air today. A record number of voters in Georgia cast their ballots yesterday. NPR's Stephen Fowler reports it was the first day of in-person early voting.
At the Alpharetta Library just north of Atlanta, a steady stream of locals came through to vote on their top issues like Penny Vaughn,
immigration. I think that says it all right there.
And Melba Mullings.
Donald Trump, for one. Having that crazy man as president is not an option.
Roughly 300,000 people hit the polls Tuesday in Georgia's presidential race, more than twice as many as the first day in 2020. Stephen Fowler, NPR News, Alpharetta, Georgia.
The White House says it's concerned about reports North Korean soldiers are assisting Russia with the Kremlin's war on Ukraine. Russia has a military alliance with North Korea, but NPR's Joanna Kakissis reports from Kyiv, Russia denies this is happening.
Citing military intelligence, Andriy Kovalenko of Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council told NPR Russia is training North Korean military personnel on Russian territory. He said Russia plans to use the North Korean presence to reinforce conscripts and border guards in the border regions of Russia. There's evidence North Korea is also sending missiles to Russia.
There wasn't just a one-off transfer of missiles.
That's Damian Spleeters of Conflict Armament Research, which tracks shipments of arms in conflicts.
It's an ongoing type of relationship.
Spleeters says the remnants of North Korean-made missiles launched by Russia have been found in Ukraine. Joanna Kakissis, NPR News, Kyiv.
The U.S. has warned Israel to start letting relief aid get into Gaza within 30 days. If not, the Biden administration warns that U.S. military aid to Israel could be interrupted. Israel has blocked nearly all aid into northern Gaza for 2 weeks as Palestinian civilians face the possibility of starvation. 2 giant pandas have arrived in Washington, D.C. They're on loan from China, and they will stay at the Smithsonian National Zoo. Officials at the San Diego Zoo received 2 other giant pandas this summer. Yesterday, for the first time, the San Diego Zoo turned on its Panda Cam. This is NPR.